Good evening, Dr. Martin. My name is Winter Latoya Weeks. Say hey. Hello, Dr. Martin. Come over here and say hey to him. Dr. Martin, this is my professor. This is my son, Troy. This is my professor we talking to. He's from Memphis, but now he's in Arizona. Okay, goodbye. Okay, I will conduct a 3 to 5 minute video submission on dispositions. Number one, what dispositions do you possess that you think will make you a successful teacher? I chose high expectations because we live in a competitive world. All students deserve the right to live independently and productively. Educators has the responsibility to implement curriculum given and make proper adjustments where needed based on a child's performance, IEP or 504 plan. Okay. I also chose honesty. As an educator, being dishonest is very, very unethical. Dishonesty can also get you terminated and loss of your teacher's license. We should never inflate or deflate students' grades or scores. We should always be honest when communicating with students as well as other faculty members and staff. Okay, as we all know, teachers have cheated before for students. Districts um, get money, receive money for um, the graduation grade rates. They get funding for that, additional funds. They call it Title I schools here where I reside here in Tennessee. It's called Title I. And for each student that graduates or is promoted to the next grade, the district gets money for each student. So I have known teachers personally to get in trouble because of this. My son's principal, as a matter of fact, remember this? Yeah, President Greer, my son's teacher. She got in trouble. She was the principal of a school, and they picked out the so-called smarter students, and she gave them extra attention for TCAP, and TCAP is a Tennessee standardized testing. And someone found out. One of her colleagues, one of her teachers told it on her. Someone who she confided in, who she was speaking with, told it and reported her, and therefore she was terminated. It's her principalship. So you have to be honest. You have to be honest. What dispositions do you need to work on before you enter the classroom as a first year teacher? I need to work on advocacy. I usually don't work outside of the classroom. I just don't. Um, Once I spearheaded a Make the School Beautiful project. Remember I did that? Yes. And I had to submit a proposal to various businesses asking them to donate garden and lawn supplies for our school. I was very successful. However, I need to be more involved in after school programs and maybe in my school's neighborhood community center. Kids hang out at community centers all the time. These changes verify my passion for my students and their well-being. Also, if the students see me involved outside the classroom as well, they will probably trust me. Maybe my improved actions will motivate them to do better in class and promote self-respect and self-discipline. I really don't like being outside. I don't like going outside. I don't. If I had to choose, we probably wouldn't go to recess. I just I don't like going outside. I don't like working outside. But at my house, I have a basketball goal in my driveway. My son is like very tall, and he's on the basketball team at school, and thousands of kids hang out in my yard every day, in my driveway every day. I have a beautiful rose garden. It's not a garden. It's only like 4 bushes, but I call it my rose garden. But I work in my yard. My yard is very pretty. But I don't like working outside, but I will, for my job and my students, stay after school to do whatever they need me to do. Concession stand, projects, whatever needs to be done, I do it. How do the dispositions demonstrate your ability to understand the cultures, genders, and learning differences to build stronger relationships with students and families? Bias affects teaching because it doesn't give each student a fair chance on a quality education. When bias is exercised, we tend to pay more attention to the student that are that we are alike. I'm sorry, pay more attention to the student who are closely like us. That's what I meant to say. That is very biased. Everyone should have a chance. Just because there are students in your classroom who you cannot relate to culturally, they still should have an opportunity to participate. You should call on them. You should ask them, hey, what do you guys plan on doing for fall break? What did you guys do for fall break? We should give everyone a chance to speak. We don't want anyone to feel left out, anything like that. How do you anticipate using feedback from your annual performance evaluations, observations, and data on student performance to adjust your dispositions and teaching practices to benefit learning? I will use all of the above mentioned as constructive criticism. After all, it will only be my first year of teaching, so I will have a lot to learn. During evaluations and observations, I will be very nervous. However, I will have to prepare and do the very best I can for my students. I work in the school system. I've been in the school system for like 10 years. So I've sat in on many observations and evaluations because I work in the classroom alongside of another teacher. So it's like, okay, we're having our evaluation. The teacher will say, hey, I'm having my evaluation tomorrow. So, Miss Wicks, we're gonna I need you to have this group, and I need you to go over the numbers, filling out job applications with this group, or teach this group their alphabets. I'm like, okay, cool, I get it. But pretty much I do feel that constructive criticism is very important. You don't take it personal because you never know everything about education. You never know everything about children. I just hope I get out 5s because I need out 5s. I need a raise and I need to keep my job. But that's all I have for you today, Dr. Martin. Thank you for listening. Troy, say bye.
Goodbye, Dr. Martin.
Do your homework. Thank you.